It's official. Universal will be launching its own cinematic universe starting with the April 22nd, 2016 release of Universal's Mummy, the First Monster.
That's the whole title.
That's, yes. See, the thing is, that reminds me of a certain other title of a major cinematic universe.
Perhaps Marvel's Captain America, the First Avenger?
Yes, because the Mummy and Captain America are totally on the same scale.
They're both men out of time. I don't see how you're not making the connection.
Yeah,
it's really the same
totally.
character.
Exactly. I've been a fool. So this will be done by Alex Kurtzman. They wanted to stress that this version of the Mummy will be not be the same as the famous Brendon Fraser. I think, did it have 3 or 4 movies in the series?
It had 3. It had 3, and then the Scorpion King became its own thing.
Yeah, so it's going to be not quite that, though I find it kind of odd that they would start with the Mummy, considering that that was the only monster of their series of monsters to have a successful bunch of movies in recent memory.
I mean, Dracula's the obvious choice, right?
Yeah.
Start with Dracula? Yeah.
Dracula, think of his title.
The First Vampire, or the Lord of the Vampires. Like, I actually like it when he's just a badass and not the first vampire.
God of vampires.
Yeah. Like Lord of Darkness. Just this when you say Universal is having its monsters team up in the same universe or coexist, I immediately think of another time Universal tried that with a little movie called Van Helsing.
Yeah, that didn't work so well.
It didn't really work. You had
too many monsters.
You had too many monsters. Plot. You also had Dracula was kind of a puss. he was just this whining weird guy as opposed to Lord of Darkness.
But he had 3 girlfriends.
He always has 3 girlfriends. That's not on them. And he just leaves them in the castle like, well, later. I'm gonna go hang out in England.
So they have officially said that they're hoping for an Avengers-style mega franchise, which begs the question, should everyone have a cinematic universe or an Avengers-style mega franchise? To which I answer, no, maybe not. What do you guys think?
I mean, the Avengers-style mega franchise makes Marvel a lot of money.
Yeah, but
I mean, I can't blame them for wanting that, for seeing that and being jealous and be like, oh, we have properties that people love.
We like money.
We can make 10 movies that all kind of intertwine, sort of, and then people will go see every single year. I get why they want to do that. It's stupid. They shouldn't. It's not going to work.
I mean,
Agreed.
The first obvious problem is with the Avengers, you're building towards a team where they're all joining together and there's a friendship and a camaraderie.
I assume that all the monsters will have like mechs that they get in that link together to fight.
Right. It'll be the League of Monsters.
Voltron monster.
Yeah, like and then
with the
they
Frankenstein
can do
head.
Their own version of Pacific Rim, but the monsters win.
Yeah, like, are the monsters going to be the protagonists?
That's what I'm asking.
Because generally they're the antagonists of each of their movies.
And at the end of the movie, they are defeated and not seen again.
Right. I mean, with the Avengers, again, it's heroes who are forming into a team. They weren't building up to, and here's a movie where all the villains team up and they don't see the Avengers. It's a very different animal. And some of these characters, I really think do work better on their own, or if you're gonna have them in a shared universe, then you gotta go full on absurdity, like the Frankenstein monster. It's like
Remember I, Frankenstein, though? Like
no, I don't, because I didn't see it.
Well, this sexy Frankenstein, not Frankenstein's monster, by the way, leads an army of other Frankensteins. Which is more than one.
The tagline for that movie was, after 200 years, he's still alive. No crap, he's the protagonist. Why wouldn't he be alive in the movie?
That would be brave for them to start after he had died.
It's like Psycho, they just kill off the Frankenstein monster 20 minutes into it.
But with a monster.
I will say, if you take the other side of the Avengers coin and make it about the antagonists, hell yeah would I watch a Sinister Six movie where they're the protagonists.
And they're doing that.
Where we see the villains and their plots and how they're complex characters. They're not just one-dimensional villains.
Yeah, and if that's the goal, awesome.
Unfortunately, all these are one-dimensional villains. He's a mummy. He's reanimated. He just walks forward.
Yeah, the mummy is not really a complex character. The mummy is just the plot device and the wall that the heroes face, and the heroes are who we're there to see. Like no one watching the Mummy franchise and Brendon Fraser was really there to see the mummies. They wanted to see Brendon Fraser be really funny with his co-stars, and it was a really fun romp.
For the sexy Egyptian ladies.
Yes.
I will say the mummy in that movie was pretty good.
He was.
And he was just looking for love. He just wanted to reconnect
Aren't we
with
all?
his old girlfriend, ghoul friend.
Sure, go with that.
And like you can't blame him for that. So that might have been an interesting piece to see his side of that movie. I don't think that's going to be this. I don't know.
It's again, what are you shooting for? Because in the old days, they just went nuts with their monsters. Where we had Dracula meets Frankenstein a few times. We had Abbott and Costello meet the Wolfman.
Right. Three Stooges, throw them in there.
Right. So I'm just wondering, like, what are you going to do? Is this going to be, or do you have a plan? Basically, is what I'm asking. Do you have a story plan?
Marvel has, a phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
Yeah.
It's all part of a bigger picture. It's more difficult for me to see the bigger picture here. And, of course, superheroes have a grandeur about them. I don't know that the Invisible Man or the Bride of Frankenstein has that level of grandeur and bigness.
These movies were bank when they came out. They made Universal so much money. So
sure.
You can rock it out. You can absolutely do incredible, grandiose stories with these characters. My question is, are they going to actually do that, or are they rushing into this to make money off of a basic concept that they see being used?
Working so well.
Well,
we don't have that much to go on as to what this movie will be like, other than it will be directed and co-written by Alex Kurtzman, who is responsible for writing Transformers, Watchmen, Star Trek Into Darkness, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, among many other recent epics. And his writing partner on this will be Chris Morgan, who is responsible for the last few Fast and Furious movies, which may give us a little insight. What do you think of the idea of Universal starting their own mega franchise movie series starring their monsters? Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe.